She didn't even open the envelope right away. Too busy soaking in the applause, the lace, the lies. Her groom holding her waist like a trophy. Our parents dabbing at fake tears. I stood to the side, silent, unseen, just like always. But I'd written one line inside the card. You never saw me. Now the world does. $150 million. My company, my rules. And I signed it with the last name they told me I'd never make proud. My sister, Ava, used to tug me around by the wrist at family parties. This is my little brother, she'd say. He's shy but smart. That ended when I got older. When my voice deepened, but I didn't shine like her. She was the dancer, the pageant girl, the one Mom called our legacy. Me, I was the kid with tech magazines and duct-taped notebooks. When I told them I wanted to build apps, Dad laughed. Apps, he said, be useful, be realistic. I was 17 when I first heard Mom say it, in a whisper to Ava. Don't worry, he's harmless. He'll always just be background. That word stuck. When I brought home a prototype my freshman year, an early version of the analytics engine that would later change my life, Dad barely looked up from his paper. Ava rolled her eyes and asked if it could get her more followers. They called me the basement CEO. I stopped trying to impress them, and I started building in silence. I dropped out my second year, didn't tell anyone. I lived on instant noodles, worked 20 hours a day, and pitched to anyone who'd listen. Most laughed, a few didn't. The fifth investor said yes. I didn't spend a cent on celebration. I just worked. 3 years later, I had 27 employees and contracts with companies 10 times our size. I still never told my family. Why would I? They didn't ask. At one point, Mom sent me a text. Your sister's wedding is next month. Please don't embarrass her. I replied with a simple, wouldn't dream of it. The wedding was obscene. Limo entrance, swan ice sculpture, 3 dress changes. Dad walked Ava down the aisle like she was royalty. I sat in the back row. During dinner, Mom came over. Just be supportive tonight, okay? She's starting a life. You could learn from her. I nodded, smiled, sipped my water. They still thought I worked IT support, still thought I was figuring it out. Ava's gift table was buried under silver-ribboned boxes. I left mine last, a plain white envelope. No glitter, no bow. She opened it 2 hours later. I saw her freeze, then look up, look around, then read it again. She cornered me near the balcony, her smile plastic, voice low. Is this a joke? I took a sip of champagne. No. She shook her head. Bullshit. You? A company worth that much? I pulled out my phone, opened the press release. Forbes, right there in bold. Valuation confirmed. Name listed. My face on the side. She went pale. Why didn't you tell us? I looked her dead in the eyes. You weren't listening. They all found out by the end of the night. Dad tried to act proud, gave me a half hug, knew you had it in you. Mom said, you should have told us earlier, we could have supported you. I just nodded. Didn't say what I wanted to, didn't remind them of the years they mocked me, ignored me, labeled me a disappointment. They weren't getting access to this version of me. This version didn't need them. 2 weeks later, Ava called, crying. Said the honeymoon was a disaster, that her husband had debts, that maybe I could help. I listened, then said, I thought I was just background. Click. I didn't do any of this for revenge. That's the funny part. I built it to survive, to prove to myself that I was worth something. But when the moment came to flip the script, I didn't hesitate. I didn't yell. I didn't gloat. I just gave her a card. Now, I get emails from my parents, polite ones, tentative. Let us know if you're free to talk sometime. I'm always busy. They watch me on interviews, quote me to their friends, but I don't visit, don't call. Some bridges don't burn, they vanish. The day of the wedding, they saw me, but only for a moment. Now I'm back where I started, quiet, unseen. But this time, it's by choice. And this time, I own everything.